Hey YouTubers, today I'm going to break the mold and talk about the recipe of life that I've kind of learned the hard way about sex, relationships, and cake really being the same metaphor.
He talks to you most every evening, tells you about the things he's going through. Then he asks God to look after you.
Now, since a lot of the most important things in life are kind of taboo and people skirt the issues, like even for me on my YouTube channel, I don't discuss my personal life in any detail because I just don't think it's appropriate. Now, others do, and good for them. Today, I'm going to talk about some wonderful little tidbits of cake advice, using that metaphor of sex and relationships, and how you too can learn some amazing wisdom that I've learned from many years, let's say 50 years on planet Earth. Now, sex, cake, and relationships are all really the same thing. So when you enter into a relationship, you're basically looking for a piece of cake. Now, there's a lot of cake out there, let's be honest, and the cake is being given away freely everywhere. So what happens inevitably is you're offered a piece of cake, hence a piece, if you know what I'm saying, wink wink. And often you enjoy it. It's fabulous, fabulous cake. Great. Inevitably, you're offered another slice or another piece. So you take it. And then what happens down the road as your head is being squeezed, like I have been over the past little while, you can't really sell the rest of the cake once you've already enjoyed it. Because once you're into your third piece and somebody says, please buy the rest of the cake, you're not interested in cake anymore, you know what I'm saying? Now, the solution is not into offering less cake, because if the cake is denied, you can find cake across the street. The cake is everywhere. So there are challenges involved in this, and this applies to men and women equally. I'm not just talking about men. What you got to do is bring something more interesting to the game. You got to be the best damn bakery around. You got to be like the In-N-Out burger joint out of bakery world or something. You got to have something where you got a special piece, and you got to bring something to the game, because the rest of us people that have been going to bakeries for the last 50 years, we've had it all, you know what I'm saying? We've had pies, cookies, 7-layer cake. We've had it all. We've had the best icing in the world, okay? So what you need to do is market yourself a little carefully. Like I said, you can't sell the rest of the cake after you've given me 3 slices. I've had enough. I'm full. I've sampled. Plus, on top of it, nobody thinks about the liabilities. When you sample a piece of cake and you decide to buy the entire cake, a little crumbs fall off that, the little crumblets, and they create little, crumblet support payments, obligations, and things like that, which nobody really thinks about, especially you men. You don't think about it. The women kind of do. They think, he's a good starter husband, or he's a good finishing husband if his net worth is enough, which you should kind of think about that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not against you buying the whole cake if your religion or persuasion, it makes you or forces you or obligates you. Good for you. I wish you the best. But when the cake starts crumbling and drying out with age, don't blame me. Now, what you probably need to do is take a big scoop of the cake and sample it. And sample it good and sample it long. Don't decide on that one bakery of choice and get too deep into investing in that bakery when you might not really dig the recipe and ingredients that go within that cake you're going to be eating for the rest of your life. Careful what bakery and cake you choose in life, because occasionally you're going to get tired of eating that great Black Forest cake, and you're going to get your face buried in between a pie or something, or your hand in a cookie jar, and you're going to be caught. So be very careful, considering that most bakeries fail, and cakes just rot away over time and they dry up. So just telling you the way it is, using metaphor to keep it all clean and safe, because I don't want to offend any of the religious people here on this channel. So in the meantime, folks, stay safe, be careful which bakeries you go to, and don't put any buns in the oven. that you can't afford or be willing to do for the next 30 years, because you'll regret it.